This is Cosmic Cookie. I usually strive to be in the solution, but today I'm going to let myself feel other feelings. Depression. Let's talk about depression. I've been on a lot of different antidepressants over many years. And, there were some times where I was going through stress and, maybe it was helpful to use those pills for a short period of time. My concern here is long-term use of antidepressants. I don't want to be a fucking zombie. That's not helpful. Not at all. So depression. I don't always have to have all the answers. Sometimes I can just be in the moment and just be whatever the hell I need to be. There are times where I've been severely depressed in the past. Not today. The severe depression I've had in the past, I've been suicidal. And that's a reason why the medical industry will put you on psychiatric medication, because we don't want you to kill yourself if you're going through a stressful time, right? So psychiatric medications can be helpful. I just don't like the overuse of these drugs. I definitely have a judgment there because I feel I've been overprescribed so many different psychiatric medications that to get off of them has been a personal journey that no one could possibly understand. It's so personal. And the effect that my depression has had on people in my life, my family members, especially my daughter, I have a lot of guilt there because I know when I was in severe depression, that affected my daughter. She was a young child and I was going through some severe depression and she witnessed that. And that left an impression on my daughter. I'm not going to beat myself up about it. We're not perfect human beings. We make mistakes. So depression, that's the subject. I guess to get out of my funk, there's so many different things that I can do. There's art. I'm going through mood swings when I'm hormonal as a woman. I can tap into my artistic talent. I also have my garden, which is great therapy, which is uplifting, and it keeps me busy and in sort of a meditative state where I can get the hell out of my head because it's scary in there. You don't want to be trapped in your mind, ruminating your thoughts. That's not productive, not at all. So whatever it takes for you to get free, do that thing. Do it and enjoy yourself. Have fun. You can shift your energy in so many different ways because our bodies are connected. Mind, body, spirit, connection. It's all interconnected. And I have a lot of feelings about people in psychiatric facilities being forced to take these medications, trapped in a cold, callous environment, especially the for-profit facilities. I know there's many different types of psychiatric facilities. There's more expensive facilities that only the very wealthy can afford. That, those kinds of facilities have, fancy pools and all kinds of fancy classes and fancy food. But the average person can't afford that type of facility. So the average depressed person, like myself, has ended up in a psychiatric facility that it feels very cold and callous. And the staff there, I believe they do the best they can with what they have to work with. You know, there's cameras on you. When I was diagnosed bipolar, I was observed on camera. What happened was another patient came in the middle of the night, about 2:00 in the morning, and the bedrooms in the psychiatric ward had about 5 beds. So this woman came in crying at 2 a.m. She had been taken, her children had been taken with CPS because her husband was abusive and they had committed her against her will. So she was hysterically crying. I had a history of working as a domestic violence counselor. So I took some time to listen to this woman's story and counsel her and tell her about Weave, the local domestic violence shelter, so that when she had a chance to speak to the staff, maybe she could get placement in that facility and possibly get her children back. So after my counseling of another patient in a psychiatric ward, I needed to leave. I needed to leave and take care of myself because I had voluntarily admitted myself. So I went into the day room. It was probably 3 a.m. And what the staff at the psychiatric ward observed was me doing yoga at 3 a.m. in the morning. That was me taking care of myself in that moment. But the perspective of the staff, that looked like a manic episode. So there's limits to what our psychiatric facilities can really observe appropriately, to appropriately diagnose, to give us the appropriate medications or treatments. It's complex. Our mental health is a very complex thing. So, depression. If you're depressed, find a way to take care of yourself. Find resources in your community. Find what works for you, because it's so very personal. And give yourself a break, because it's okay to be sad. It's part of life. It's okay to be depressed. Everyone gets depressed. In other cultures, there's multiple words for depression. Words. If only I had more words to express how I felt. That would be great. That would be so nice. Because there's so much I want to say and share. Because it's healing for me to share my stories. So the next layer of healing is using my stories to help heal other people. This is Cosmic Cookie. We are in the pollution solution. Can you feel it?
Are you the human called Madge the manicurist?
Well, that depends.
We're here to tell us about lemon, lime, palm olive.
If it's palm olive, I know all about it. Palm olive suds wallop tough grease.
And softens hands while you do dishes.
Hey, that's my line. What's even better, now there are 2 palm olives, lemon, lime, and original.
What's original?
Are you kidding?